white kids and a mother are charged with drowning a black 8-year-old. Put it in full mass. One of the saddest stories you will hear. Natalie Hardison, mother of one of the juveniles detained in the manslaughter of 8-year-old Noah Bush, has been arrested on a felony charge for false statements in the investigation in the heinous drowning. This happened in Georgia, Jessup, Georgia to be exact.
With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show.
On July 10th, 2024, authorities arrested and charged 2 juveniles, ages 10 and 11, in connection with Noah Bush's killing in the city of Jessup. The arrest comes nearly 2 months after Noah was found deceased underwater in a construction burrow pit near his home May 16th. He went missing on May 15th. Medical examiners ruled Noah's death as a homicide by drowning. According to the report, the 11-year-old suspect is facing multiple charges, including simple battery and involuntary manslaughter, concealing the death of another, and criminal trespass. The 10-year-old was charged with concealing the death of another and criminal trespass. The charges came after a probable cause hearing where a lead detective testified. Additionally, Natalie Hardison, the mother of the 11-year-old juvenile, was arrested on felony charges for providing false statements during the investigation into Noah's death. So I'm going to give you the reminder of the incident. So per the Georgia Gazette, initial reports from the Wayne County Sheriff's Office indicated Noah had wandered into the pit and drowned with no suspicion of foul play. However, Noah's parents, remember we go back to the family, Noah's parents were skeptical of that narrative because he had a fear of deep water and would not likely have entered the pit voluntarily. They hired a private investigator to delve deeper into the case. So before I continue, let me explain what's happening. The media and law enforcement had basically concluded this was simply an accident. No foul play, no need to investigate, no further examination of the evidence required, no questioning of members of the community required. Open and shut. Family says, no. We know our child. And because we know our child, we're going to spend the money. We're going to hire a private investigator who will actually listen to us. It's very sad because that family is already paying the city of Jessup through their taxes to do the job. They had to pay extra to the private investigator in order to get justice. There's more. So amid mounting pressure from Noah's family and local protesters for a thorough investigation, the narrative surrounding Noah's death evolved. So during an interview with WRDW, Johnson said he believes Noah went with the 2 boys, trusting them, but their interaction escalated into a dispute that tragically resulted in his death. He walked away with people he thought were his friends and trustworthy, Johnson said. As highlighted by WRDW, the Wayne County Sheriff's Office said in its initial report that it was waiting on Noah's autopsy. It received the autopsy report on July 8th, which confirmed the absence of any injuries on the 8-year-old's body consistent with a fight or use of weapon. The story they were told was that their son accidentally drowned. Once again, conclusive. They knew that was not true then, and today we confirm the same. Johnson told the outlet. So, can everybody be wrong? Yes. The media was wrong. Law enforcement was wrong. The examiner was wrong. Who was right? The parents and the community. The parents and the community were correct. Now it has been validated. So back in September, remember we covered an incident in Massachusetts where a 14-year-old white child was facing charges in a racially motivated attempt to drown another black child while calling him George Floyd. Last month, we covered the death of 15-year-old Zamir Green, where an 11-year-old allegedly sat on Green while he drowned in a Georgia pond. 5 other children watched, but no one reported it for nearly a week. What are the commonalities? What is your cause and effect? There is no effect with no cause. Doesn't exist in this world. So what is the cause and effect? These are children. These are children exhibiting what we call mimicry or learned behavior. They were not born this way. They are impressionable. Children are not always listening. I grant you that. But they are always learning, no matter what. And the small gestures of adults, the small, unassuming conversations of parents are picked up by their children. So there's an effect here, but there's also a cause. All right, Senator Turner, thoughts?
Yeah, heavy, Doc. Nature nurture comes first to mind, and listening to you, it is probably more likely nurture than nature, but could there be a situation where somebody is predisposed from birth to act out in this way? Small possibility, but this is probably more nurture than anything. Emmett Till comes to mind for me. Black children, black bodies, black hearts, black souls, black minds not being as respected and humanized as other people. And just what a tragedy it is, both for that black family and the family of that 10, the other 10, Noah's family, and the family of the 10 and 11-year-olds, because nobody wants to believe that a 10-year-old and an 11-year-old could deliberately commit murder in the way that they did. But we see that they have video evidence of this 10-year-old and 11-year-old taunting Noah, shouting racial epithets at him. So yeah, something going on in those kids' households, Doc.
Yeah, always learned behavior is the atmosphere we create for young people. We'll bring you updates as they come. We'll look what happens to the charge docket.